On a summer night in 1977, a radio telescope picked up a 72-second blast of energy from the constellation Sagittarius. This wasn't just any signal. It was so powerful that the astronomer who found it, Jerry Ehman, scrawled "Wow" on the data printout. For nearly half a century, that word has stood for one of science's biggest questions. Was that a message from another civilization? This intense radio signal is still one of the best potential signs of extraterrestrial intelligence we've ever found. But what if it wasn't aliens? What if the real story is a tale of rare cosmic alignments and a scientific detective story that took decades to solve? Let's break down the theories, from alien beacons to natural cosmic fireworks, to uncover the true legacy of the WOW signal. Chapter 1. The Event. A Whisper in the Static. In 1977, Ohio State University's colossal Big Ear radio telescope was scanning the sky for the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, or SETI. The Big Ear was fixed, using Earth's rotation to sweep its narrow beam across the stars. Any deep space source would drift into view, peak and fade over exactly 72 seconds. The telescope's readings were printed on massive sheets of paper. A few days after August 15th, volunteer astronomer Jerry Ehman was sifting through them by hand when something jumped off the page. A sequence of characters, 6EQUJ5, showed a signal that shot up from the background noise, peaked at an intensity more than 30 times stronger than the cosmic static, and then dropped off. The rise and fall perfectly fit the 72-second window of a source in deep space. It wasn't just strong, it was clean. Most natural cosmic sources are broadband, broadcasting energy across many frequencies. This signal was narrowband, locked into a tiny slice of the radio dial. It was like hearing a single pure note. Stunned by how perfectly it matched what you'd expect from an artificial, extraterrestrial beacon, Ehman grabbed a red pen, circled the sequence, and wrote the only word that fit: "Wow." Chapter 2. The Analysis. Why WOW? What made this 72-second burst the top contender for an alien message? It had a set of features that seemed almost engineered for interstellar communication. First, its frequency. The WOW signal was detected around 1,420 megahertz, the natural frequency of neutral hydrogen, the most common element in the universe. Physicists had long predicted this hydrogen line would be a universal hailing frequency, a cosmic water hole where intelligent species might logically listen and broadcast. The WOW signal was parked right there. Second, it was a narrowband signal. Creating a signal so tightly focused requires concentrating energy into a tiny band, a classic sign of technology. Finding one from deep space was a huge flag that something had built a transmitter. Third, the signal's behavior didn't fit earthly explanations. The smooth 72-second curve confirmed it came from a fixed point in the sky, not a plane or a satellite. Furthermore, that 1420 megahertz frequency is a protected zone where Earth-based transmissions are banned to keep the cosmic water hole clear for astronomers. While a spy satellite was a possibility, it's unlikely one would blast such a powerful signal on a protected band. Recent reanalysis of the original data has made the signal even more incredible, suggesting it was far more powerful than first thought. This new analysis also confirmed with greater certainty that the signal had an astronomical origin, all but ruling out human interference. Every piece of evidence pointed to a stunning conclusion. This was exactly what SETI was looking for. Chapter 3. The Search for an Echo. The discovery kicked off a wave of excitement. If this was a beacon, it had to be repeatable. Astronomers quickly pointed their telescopes back at that patch of sky in Sagittarius, waiting to hear it again. They were met with silence. In the hours, days, and months that followed, more than 50 searches were conducted. Nothing. The signal that had shouted from the cosmos was gone. This was the biggest problem for the alien theory. A beacon designed to make contact should repeat. The mystery was deepened by a flaw in the telescope's design. The Big Ear had 2 feed horns that listened to slightly different spots in the sky. A true cosmic source should have appeared in one, and then, about 3 minutes later, in the second. The wow signal only showed up in one. This created a huge question. Did the signal switch off in those 3 minutes, or was it just random interference? As technology improved, the search continued with more sensitive instruments like the Very Large Array, VLA, but it also found nothing. The 72-second shout was a one-time event, a cosmic ghost that appeared once and never returned. This non-repetition became the central argument against an alien origin. In science, extraordinary claims need extraordinary evidence, and the wow signal failed that crucial test. This deep dive into one of astronomy's greatest mysteries is the perfect example of what we do here. If you're fascinated by the intersection of science, mystery, and the search for answers, consider subscribing to the channel. Now, back to the suspects. Chapter 4. The Theories: Aliens, Comets, and Cosmic Flares. With the alien beacon theory on shaky ground, scientists hunted for a natural cause. An early idea, proposed in 2017, suggested the signal came from the hydrogen cloud of a passing comet. This seemed promising, as it could explain why it was a one-time event. But the theory was quickly dismissed when astronomers proved the comets weren't in the telescope's beam at the right time. Other ideas, like a signal from Earth bouncing off space junk, also failed to account for the signal's unique combination of strength, narrow frequency, and 72-second shape. For decades, the alien theory remained the best, if imperfect, fit. That is, until an entirely new type of cosmic object entered the conversation: a magnetar. Magnetars are neutron stars with magnetic fields 1,000 times stronger than normal. A new hypothesis suggests the signal wasn't a message, but a rare cosmic light show. A flare from an undiscovered magnetar could have shot out a burst of energy, which then passed through and excited a cold cloud of interstellar hydrogen. This would cause the cloud to light up, producing an intense, narrowband signal right at the hydrogen line frequency. Such an event would be exceptionally rare and brief, explaining why it was never seen again. This magnetar flare idea is elegant because it neatly explains the signal's features with physics we hadn't even discovered in 1977. But even this theory isn't a slam dunk. Without a repeat performance, it remains a strong but unproven hypothesis. Chapter 5. The Legacy: A Lesson in Skepticism. Whether alien or fluke, the wow signal's true impact is how it changed the search for life. Its greatest legacy is a series of hard-earned lessons in science and skepticism. First, it set a new gold standard for verification in SETI. The decades spent searching for a repeat signal drove home a vital principle. A real detection must be seen multiple times, and ideally, confirmed by a separate observatory. It also showed the weakness of relying on a single telescope. The ambiguity from the Big Ear's dual-horn design was a powerful lesson. In response, modern SETI projects like Laser SETI use global networks of coordinated observatories to instantly cross-reference detections and pinpoint a signal's origin, solving the very problems the wow signal created. Finally, the signal forced astronomers to get smarter about what natural noise can look like. The magnetar flare hypothesis shows that nature can be more creative than we knew, producing signals that look like the techno signatures we're searching for. The decades-long investigation also became a testament to preserving data, as the latest breakthroughs came from reanalyzing old records with modern tools. The WOW signal was a trial by fire for SETI, forcing it to become more rigorous and robust. For nearly 50 years, the WOW signal has existed between thrilling possibility and scientific doubt. It looked exactly like an alien message, but refused to give us the one thing science needs: an encore. Today, a plausible natural explanation, a rare cosmic flare lighting up a gas cloud, exists, but it too remains unproven. The enduring meaning of the WOW signal may not be where it came from, but the scientific journey it launched. It's a profound lesson in how science operates under deep uncertainty, pushing an entire field to build better tools and develop stricter rules. That 72-second whisper from Sagittarius may never be fully explained, but its echo is still with us, not as a message from aliens, but as a vital reminder of the curiosity that drives our quest to understand the universe. If you enjoy exploring the biggest questions in science, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on. Thank you for watching.